Hi Virgo, this is Mary with Sayre Tarot. This is your August 16th through the 31st tarot reading. Thanks for stopping by. We're just going to, basically, we're asking your higher self what you need to know to be in alignment with your higher self. Okay, I relayed in peace is that one that flipped over. Let's see if it comes back. So we're going to do a few 3-card spreads and just kind of go from there. So I feel kind of feels like you don't want to listen to this reading, so you probably should. Okay, this is past. I give blessings. Present. I am peaceful. There it is. It is a peace card. It's a little bit different. I communicate with compassion. So Virgo, these are the Mente deck. When they come out, they're like challenge cards. Okay, so I give blessings in the past that you give blessings. Okay, so there's two people here that they have the same outfit on. There's one that's a feminine, one that's a masculine, or they could be both feminine, but one kind of looks more masculine than the other. But besides that, it's kind of seeing yourself in someone else's eyes. They look a little bit different. So there's one that's a little bit more timid and one that's not. There's also butterflies here, which talks about transformations. So when we give blessings, that means that we give to others. We want good things for other people. But there's a reflection here whether we're giving it all away to others. Okay. There's a question here about, am I giving others what I don't give myself? So therefore, what am I really giving? Because we must give to ourselves first, or we can't. Otherwise, the giving to others is somewhat manipulated. Okay, moving forward. This is the current energy is I am peaceful. So there's an hourglass here. And she appears to be peaceful, but she's waiting. So in this place of trying to be peaceful, she's very impatient. And it's this reflection of, I'm doing what they told me to do. Okay. But I've got this dumb bird on my head. I don't know. She's saying, why am I here? This is not accomplishing what I want. So being peaceful, like in this place, doesn't seem like a real place of peace. So the question here is, what's up with this peace? Are you really peaceful? Well, the answer, we know that answer because that's a rhetorical question. What does that mean to you? Let's do that. What does it mean to you to come from a place of peace? Does that mean no worry, or does that mean I'm not going to engage in any kind of argument, no matter what I feel or what I know is the truth? There's some kind of information that's sitting right on top of her. But I agreed to be peaceful, therefore I'm not going to say anything. Very strange. I've never read that card that way before. Okay, here's the future. I communicate with compassion. So she's got like lilies above her. And then she has this crown. It's kind of like the sun. It's an Egyptian symbol. I'm not sure if it's Ra. I don't know him that well. But anyway, it's kind of a moon and a sun both in one, right? And she has a cup of emotion. It's like emotion on her lap. And she has balance. Communicate with compassion. So it appears that she has compassion for other people, but to have true compassion, we need to have it from ourselves. But it does look like it radiates around her, and she has peace within her emotions. So it's possible now at this place that you could be communicated in the future the way you truly want to. But that would be with the analysis of the past and the present. And that makes sense because as a Virgo, you have the mercurial energy, which is about comparison and details and analysis, right? Okay, so now we're going to look at the Creativity Oracle. This is visions of enchantment to guide and inspire magic makers. Yes, that means you too, Virgo. Yes, it does. Okay, so I've gotten this card a lot for people, no matter how many times I shuffle. See this? It's resurrection. Consider a project or recall a person from the past to resurrect an idea. So what happened in the past when you were given blessings? What happened to somebody that saw you for who you were? Maybe, I don't know if it's a family member, but just hold that thought for a moment and consider what in the past used to make you happy. Was it doing a certain kind of art, learning a certain skill, maybe a class that really inspired you, like it's like a certain language or something like that? Something that you thought then, I really would like to do this. They're asking you to go back from, it feels like quite a while ago, when something really, really inspired you, but you forgot all about it. Or it's a person that inspired you, and you go look them up to see what they're doing these days. Okay, they're asking me to shuffle again. I am peaceful. Let's take a look at that. Keep knocking these all over. So here's our card. Insight. See beyond appearances, masks, cliches, and cultural stereotypes to gain insight. So that makes sense. Okay, so she reminds me of a girl from the 60s, you know. She's got the peace sign and all this. And she's like, okay, as if she's saying, I know you could be at any age, but groovy, man, now what? So I'm looking like they say I'm supposed to. My makeup is just so, but I got no peace. I mean, I am peace. Like everybody walked around saying peace, but it's not going within, right? It's not really true. So, seeing beyond the appearances, masks, cliches, and cultural stereotypes to gain insight. So let's start with why doing everything you were told to do. Why you think that you're not happy. Why do you feel like, even though you did what people said you were going to do, you should do, why you're not happy? How does that reflect on what is the thing that's unhappy here? Is it because this is not who you are? Is it because you thought this would make you happy and now you're not? Why did you think this would make you happy? Because other people look happy when they look like this, dress like this, act like this. So that's the insight to really, who they are. Does any of these people know who they are? And it goes on and on and on down the road we go, the more questions we ask, okay? So future, I communicate with compassion. Let's pick a card right here. Push. Don't feel inadequate. Forget how to quit. Push on no matter how things look, okay? Communicating with compassion. You know, you have a better idea of who you are now. Your emotions are balanced. You have information that you receive. This is like, even though they're flowers, it's like information coming in from the heavens. So you have intuition that maybe you didn't. You have intuition and information that you didn't consider and felt like was valuable in the past, but now you may be starting to see in the future that this is there for a reason. So, seeing beyond appearances, understanding that what everybody's walking around with isn't the truth, that this should have no effect on how you feel and who you are, and they're reminding you not to allow it, that there's things you're supposed to be doing and just get moving. Okay. So the last three cards, well, the next three cards, I'm going to put it this way, are going to be messages from your angels and ancestors. I got two cards here. Great teacher. So the past situations, and this is a teacher probably you're going to go back and talk to. A teacher that maybe they were a math teacher because of this grid, this sacred geometry, math, something like that. Okay, someone that was stand your ground, that stood their ground, somebody that was strong and affected you because of their strength. They didn't let people push them around. And there's something that they have for you or information, or you looking back on it's going to bring you, going to help you with, okay? All right, I'm going to leave it there because it could mean a lot of things to different people. So let's go to the present energy now. So this teacher, somehow there was a spiritual experience here. This person was much more than they appeared to be, okay? So there was something there that you liked about them, or that, I don't know, there's just something that you clicked with. Okay, seer. Maybe I taught you to see beyond current circumstances. Okay. So that was here too. Seer. Look at that. 2 seer cards. This one is cultural. This one's physical. Where you can see what doesn't make sense as far as your mercurial energy. Why there's no peace and happiness here, even though the appearances are the way they're supposed to be. And then seer, seeing beyond the situation. Why is there unhappiness here? Why is there such a facade here? What does that mean? And what kind of downloads and intuition are you getting out of this? What is it, what does it mean here? And then what does it mean once you're tapping into your intuition? This is seeing through the information, but this is tapping into intuition, okay? It was important I differentiated that for you, okay? So future energy. Push through the energy, no matter how things look, no matter how challenging it is. Communicate with compassion, most of all. Balance compassion, body, mind, and soul, most of all with yourself. Peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right and just move forward. Keep the peace. Try to understand. Try to have the conversations. She has a talking stick. She has a peace pipe. It's a talking stick too. Allow people their turn to talk. Listen, but don't take on their insights as yours. Have your own ideas. Okay, sorry, I had a brief interruption. Let go of the need to be right. Just move forward. Don't worry about what other people are doing. If it doesn't serve you, it's not good for your energy. Just move forward. See it for what it is. You don't have to agree. You don't have to. And keeping the peace may mean keeping your peace. It doesn't have to having peace within yourself. Allow them to have their facade. But there's something here about not engaging in their facade. It's really important. If you're going to see through the illusion and live through the illusion and have your own place, you must move forward and not get stuck again in that energy. Okay? So we're going to just do a few more cards. Just some general tarot to kind of wrap it up for you. Sometimes they ask me to say, sometimes the best teachers are the ones that do not appear to be teachers. I mean, they do not appear to have as much information as they do. So when you go back, you might already know that, but when you go back to find whatever it is that you might have to go back to look for in the past, you might find a surprise there. Okay. 8 of Pentacles reversed. We have 6 of Wands. 5 of Swords reversed. Queen of Swords. Ace of Cups. Okay, so let's talk about, this is a lack of reciprocity. This is unfair treatment. This is 8 of Pentacles. Sorry, it's financial loss. It's not mastering one's life day in and day out. It's not working for a common goal. It's kind of not taking everyday action to get to a certain place. So here's an example. If you wanted to get a master's degree, okay, then you would show up every day in school. You would do all your projects, all of this. So this is, but if you did not, if you were mastering nothing, then you had nothing like that going. Okay. If you wanted to master a language, then you work on it every day. If you want to master, it's like you do the same thing every day till you're really good at it. And then it's second nature. That's part of mastering something. Okay. So the inability to master something shifted somebody into a place where there was victory. So maybe you were in this college and you just couldn't take it. Maybe you were in law school and said, I don't want to be a lawyer. It's not what I want. I can't go to work every day and be this. There's an example. So in that shift, then there was success, moving in the right direction. Five of Swords reversed is not wanting to argue with people about petty things. Because when in arguments and heated arguments and confrontation, there's really no winners. Right here, let go of the need to be right. You don't need to be right. You just need to be you. You just need to do what's right for you. Okay. So, disconnecting from those who bring chaos and want to battle. In battle, there's no winners. The best choice is not to battle at all. So the next card is Queen of Swords. After you've been through the battle, after you've been through loss, divorce, separation, so sorry. Then the more you've been through, the more you realize that because you don't want to go through it again, and you learn something that I'm not going to make those same mistakes. If I even see anything like that, I'm going to ask questions, I'm going to get clarity, and then I'm going to make a decision before anything has the opportunity to go bad. Or, so to go bad. And I will know ahead of time because I have learned something here, or many things here. Okay, then the last card here, and just the general advice from Tarot, is the Ace of Cups. That's how we start loving ourselves more, by demanding the truth, by demanding clarity, by demanding what's good for us. What is good for us? That is giving ourselves blessings that we gave away to others in the past, loving ourselves first. Because we're given the gift of love from the divine. Because the divine, our higher selves, God, the universe loves us so much. They give us unconditional love. And we must give that to ourselves first, before we have anything to give anyone else. So, love you, Virgo, and let me know if you need help in any way, what you think. Any comments are always welcome, like, shares. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.